Hello, how you guys doing? Happy holidays. Welcome to the Messy Sweet Spot. I am your host, Gigi, and we do have some new news that are coming out right now. TD Jakes, the pastor that has known to being associated with people like Diddy, he was seen at the church on the pulpit, and they're telling me it is getting really bad. I believe he had pneumonia or some type of illness, and it caused him to faint in front of so many people. And people are saying this is associated with being with wicked Diddy. Okay, you guys know recently the feds have recordings allegedly of TD Jakes and Diddy on tape. Now they're telling me it's a lot of high profile people that have been paying off behind the scenes, and TD Jakes thought he could just pay it off and it would be done with it, but people are calling for everybody that was involved and they want to expose every single person. And honey, they're saying that TD Jakes behind the scenes, he is scared, he is nervous, he is going through it, he's doing a lot of mental challenges. So I want to play this video, and then after this I would like to show you guys a video I just posted not too long ago that tells the tale of TD Jakes and Diddy tapes that the feds have allegedly that they will be linking out soon, okay, that would destroy TD Jakes, and this is what's causing him so much stress. All right, so let's see what's going on, okay?
Now, Lord, let the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable in thy sight. O Lord, my strength, my Redeemer. Let them go in peace.
Section. People are saying this is a stroke, okay? This is from the AA community, the black community, and this is what the people have to say. They said those Diddy tapes are going to be released. The house is coming down. Didn't I tell you? And you can just look here at the comments. This is coming from a black blog full of African American community, and they are speaking out. Okay, and they said the Diddy tapes is coming down, which I told you guys before. And after this, I'm going to play the video footage allegedly the feds have Diddy and TD Jakes tapes. And you know what that means, right? Men's only. Okay, I said that's a stroke. It's good for people to know what the sign look like and what to look for. Okay, the way his church went into prayer for him, my God. All right, glitching like iPhone. Okay, the blood of Jesus shall prevail over his life in the mighty name. All right. They said the live stream is private now and you cannot view it, but y'all still post a video of him. All right, well, the black community want to hold him accountable, and hey, I don't know what to say. I mean, you still have people commenting and sharing. All right, says I don't mess around with health news. All right, how was it okay when Wendy Williams was posted and memes was made fun of, but you guys want to stop at him? All right, because you guys know Wendy Williams, she had a bad stroke on television as well, and everybody saw that. And people are saying that Diddy was behind it. Do you guys think that Diddy is behind TD Jakes' demise as well? Possibly. Seems like anything Diddy touch or associate with goes down. It's just a matter of time, right? Right. So let's play that video that I reshared yesterday. You guys have to hear about this because it connects. We have to connect the dots. All right, so happy holidays. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here at the Missy Sweet Spot. And I will see you guys. Check this video out.
I pray the power of God all over you. I pray his favor. I pray the blood of Jesus will come upon you right now. Keep you in his hair. God, I thank you for your blessings.
That ain't nothing but sin. Drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she.
So what if I told y'all that Pastor T.D. Jakes is just as shady or even shadier than Diddy? One of the lawyers representing Diddy's multitude of clients recently dropped an explosive audio recording from one of Diddy's so-called men-only parties. And wouldn't you know it? The audio contains a recording of none other than T.D. Jakes allegedly having a grand time with male escorts at Diddy's parties. Oh, but it gets worse. Apparently, T.D. Jakes' love for Diddy's parties is not just because he likes to hang around the sinners and win souls for God. According to insiders, he's at them parties because he loves the off lifestyle as much as the next guy. And get this, there are allegedly bare recordings of T.D. Jakes getting pounded by either Diddy or the rotation of male ex-workers he keeps on his payroll for the special off parties. But what a lot of people don't understand is why has it taken so long for people to start talking about T.D. Jakes? Is it because Diddy has been protecting him from the media? Let's find out.
Since all allegations concerning T.D. Jakes' relationship with P. Diddy surfaced online, Jakes has made it his mission to purposefully clear his record, addressing the issue on several televised platforms.
So, T.D. Jakes has come under serious criticism in recent months because of his connection to Diddy. But it's not just his connection to Diddy. I mean, several high-profile celebrities are connected to Diddy, but they haven't been facing as much backlash. No, the reason why it seems like everyone is talking about T.D. Jakes and Diddy is that for a pastor, T.D. Jakes sure seems to have a weird attachment to Diddy's infamous parties. Like, it's one thing to go to one or two events hosted by Diddy just to run shoulders with other celebrities and talk about whatever rich and famous people talk about. But to attend every single bash Diddy hosts? Now that's suspicious. Diddy's former bodyguard, Gene Deal, once revealed that knowing what he knows about what goes down at Diddy's parties, T.D. Jakes shouldn't have any business there whatsoever.
When I grew up in the church, the sinners was not supposed to have the same atmosphere with the saints. You have to be able to separate the two. So I'm looking at him as a saint going to a party that ain't nothing but sin. Drinking, maybe fornication, man on man, woman on woman, he on she. But maybe he there to lay some hands on somebody. Maybe he there to save some souls. I know he got a contract with Revolt, so I'm just like, it's just real strange that he would be found at any kind of Diddy party or any kind of place with Diddy unless it's in a business atmosphere. So now what he's doing is he's making, he's making the Christians look real bad right about now.
But that's not all. In light of all the disturbing allegations now being made against Diddy, folks are now side-eyeing his Kingdom Culture collaboration with T.D. Jakes. In 2021, Bishop T.D. Jakes announced a new sermon series called Kingdom Culture to be aired exclusively on Revolt TV. In any other circumstance, it would be a great idea to merge faith, culture, and social issues like that. However, now that Diddy has had to step down from his position at Revolt, people are side-eyeing everything he brought to the table and wondering if there was an ulterior motive behind his collaboration with T.D. Jakes. A lot of people also think T.D. Jakes has made some very questionable collaborations with other famous shady celebrities. Take Tyler Perry, for example. I'm sure y'all remember when Tyler said he felt touched to donate $1 million to Tyler Perry's church and lay hands on him.
power of God all over you. I pray his favor. I pray the blood of Jesus will come upon you right now. Keep you in his hands. God, thank you for your blessings.
Now, I don't know about you guys, but the whole scene looked like something out of a badly written comedy sketch. Like, who gave Tyler the authority to lay hands on someone else? At the same time, rumors also started floating around that the donation Tyler made to TD Jakes' church was just a cover for something more sinister. According to some sources, Tyler's donation was actually meant to be used to pay off their victims. And they used the cover of the church so the authorities don't sniff them out. Industry insider Jaguar Wright once exposed TD Jakes and Tyler Perry for being involved in some seriously shady business and using the church as a cover. It kind of looks like Jaguar has been on a mission to expose TD Jakes and Diddy, because she has had a lot to say about him in previous interviews. According to her, TD Jakes attends Diddy parties, not because he's trying to convince celebrities to pay their tithes or attend service more. He attends for the same reason why anyone else attends, X and money.
I mean, if Bishop Jakes was at a Diddy party, there could only be two reasons. Money or that's all that happens at Diddy parties. Money, sex. I hope it was for money.
Charitable contribution.
I hope it was for money, because arguing about who's going to put the strap-on is... that can be a very uncomfortable situation.
I didn't...
For him to be at a Diddy party? I don't know. Like, I feel the same way about that as I feel about when Tyler Perry came to his church and laid hands on him and he caught the Holy Spirit from Tyler Perry. Tyler Perry is the bishop of what? Like, I've never, like, and I cut a check for 100, and I'm gonna lay my hands on you, bishop. And he said, and then the said, it's on the internet. He's doing all this, right? And then there's a woman on the dais screaming, push the baby out. Push that baby. Are we a church?
In case you missed it, there have been rumors floating around about how TD Jakes is a power bottom and he regularly gets his cheeks clapped at Diddy's parties. Well, Jaguar confirmed this in another interview where she exposed him as an active user of gay dating apps like Grindr. Jaguar added that TD Jakes uses these apps to find young men to hook up with, and apparently, he would sometimes lure these young, unsuspecting men into offs or other situations they did not sign up for.
Now, we also know that TD Jakes is allegedly also a power bottom. And he's a much older man. And they say he's very enthusiastic in his endeavors. What happens when he pops something loose? You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because they're mentioning sex workers, but they're not mentioning women. They're mentioning men as sex workers.
Yeah.
Like is that a thing where like there's a website of what?
I don't know nobody ever talk about the fact that TD Cakes has an account allegedly on Grindr.
Oh wow.
Grindr is a app. It's been around for about 15 years now. It's pretty much where you could put a GPS in it. So you go onto the app and it uses the location. and it routes you to the account of the man closest to you, and then y'all see him, and you decide if you're gonna do it at the 7-Eleven or do it at the gay club in the bathroom. It's a hookup site for promiscuous gay men.
TD Jakes found himself in the middle of another controversy when actor Christian Keys told the story of how he got taken advantage of early on in his career. According to him, an older man in the industry offered him money just to watch him strip, but it didn't end there. The same man allegedly took advantage of Christian when he attended a party the man was hosting at his house. He claimed he had been feeling a little woozy from the drinks he was taking, so he decided to lie down in one of the rooms and relax for a bit. However, as he was relaxing on the bed, the man came up to him on the bed and tried to start something with him. Christian said he had to push the man off before he could escape from that awful situation.
But, yeah. You get a grown man that knows that you're heterosexual and you're sleeping off Hennessy in his guest room because he says it's safe. Because I know I'm banned, so I don't, after a big party, won't say what type, say where. I'm asleep, gone because I'm 4-5 Hennessy's deep and not short Hennessy's either. And this dude tries to climb in the bed with you. So you spaz out, push him out, like what the f***, get ready to leave. He apologizes, blame it on the alcohol. And you try to forgive him. So you're like, all right, man, all right, I'm going. You shake his hand on the way out and he tries to grab your face. He tries to shake and grab your equipment. And you spaz even more. Like, what the f you doing? What the f you, what the f? My bad. So you go to leave, he tries to do it again.
Although Christian didn't name any names, fans couldn't help digging into the story, and it didn't take long for Tyler Perry and TD Jakes' names to pop up. Rumors started floating around that Tyler could have been the older man Christian was talking about, and that TD Jakes likely helped his friend cover it up. All those scandals were bad enough, but this latest explosive audio revealed by a lawyer representing one of Diddy's alleged victims takes the scandal to a whole new level of twisted. Word on the street is that TD Jakes was secretly recorded at one of Diddy's parties, and the audio recently got leaked by a lawyer. Obviously, we can't play the audio here, but allegedly, you can hear TD Jakes getting clapped and spanked by another man. It's not clear if this other man is Diddy or some other celebrity, but does it even matter at this point?
You need to be transformed and covered by you. So God, I submit myself fully to what you have already predetermined this moment to be. And I ask that you have your way. In Jesus' name.
Listen, going to all the gospel there. We got it wrong. We didn't like a word.
Yeah, so it's been a beautiful day. Try your best to wind down. Get one down, no matter what.
And don't get me wrong, what anybody decides to do behind closed doors is their business. But to wake up after a night of getting pummeled at a Diddy party, knowing all the shady, illegal stuff that goes on there, and then get on the altar and preach about holiness, now that's unhinged. What makes it even crazier is that TD Jakes doesn't even have his house in order. His kids are out here being as wild as they can be, knowing daddy will be there to clean up their mess because he's not clean himself. So, back in 2009, TD Jakes' son, Jermaine, was arrested on charges of indecent exposure after flashing 2 police officers in public. According to reports, Jermaine encountered 2 undercover police officers near Westkeist Boulevard and Southampton Road on the night of January 3, 2009. Next thing they knew, Jermaine walked up to one of the officers and started pleasing himself while making eye contact with the detective. What in the crazy unhinged mess was that? Anyway, that's when the cops put Jermaine in cuffs and brought him to the station, where he was charged with indecent exposure. TD Jakes didn't waste any time getting his damage control team on the story, and he hired an attorney to start cleaning up the mess. The attorney, Faith Johnson, released a statement saying, "We are aware of potential allegations involving Jermaine Jakes and are undertaking our own investigation of these allegations at this time. Given an apparent government investigation, we have no further comment at this time." However, we never actually got the results from that investigation. Jermaine got released after posting a $1,000 bond, and he probably later had to pay a $2,000 fine, which is the punishment for that offense. There have also been rumors that Diddy and TD Jakes used their influence to get everything swept under the rug, and that's why nobody really talked about it after that. However, the incident was very embarrassing for TD Jakes, and he even had to cancel some of his pre-scheduled speaking engagements because of it. If you didn't know anything about TD Jakes or his family, you would think the son in question was a teenager. I mean, only a teenager would do something so immature and corny, right? Well, wrong. At the time of the incident, Jermaine Jakes was a whole adult, a 29-year-old man. I'm not even sure what's crazier. The fact that TD Jakes' adult son thought it was a good idea to do something like that in public, or the fact that TD Jakes released a whole statement excusing his behavior. He said, "It is in moments like these that I am so grateful that we do not preach that we are the solution, but we look to Christ for resolution." So then, as a very human family with real issues, like many other people, we will draw from the same well of grace to which we have led others to drink and be refreshed. I mean, nobody expects him to throw his son away because of his bad behavior. However, a lot of people felt like TD Jakes was being a hypocrite because he was just waffling on and on about grace when, according to many insiders, he hadn't exactly shown grace to certain members of his congregation. Especially gay peep TD Jakes is known for being homophobic and very unwelcoming of members of the LGBTQ community in his church. He faced serious backlash back in 2012 when he made what some people considered homophobic comments on The Oprah Show.
Body is embraced in your church.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you know that you have been accused of saying that gay people would not be welcome.
No, that's not true at all.
It's not true.
Well, the perception in our society today is that if you don't say you're for same-sex marriage, or if you say that homosexuality is a sin, that you're homophobic and you're against gay people, that's not true. I'm not called to give my opinion. I'm called as a pastor to give the scriptural position on it. It doesn't mean that I have to agree with you to love you. I don't just like anybody. I love everybody.
But does it mean you perceive the being gay as a sin? Do you think that being gay is a sin?
I think that between two people of the same sex is condemned in the scriptures. And as long as it is condemned in the scriptures, I get to say what I think. I get to say what the Bible says. You know, I'm not particularly political. I'm not particularly denominational. I'm not worried about any of that. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-anything. I don't want to even be known by what I'm against. I want to be known by what I'm for. For people better themselves, no matter who they are, where they are, doing all they can be to be all that they can be.
You recently said this about African Americans.
A lot of people felt like TD Jakes was trying to say he hated gay people while hiding behind the scripture and his role as a pastor, and people weren't having it. However, it got even worse when the rumors about TD Jakes being one of Diddy's off partners started spreading on the internet. And now, the more people dig into TD Jakes' involvement in Diddy's scandal, The more it looks like TD Jakes definitely has some scary skeletons in his cupboard. But now I need to know if you guys think TD Jakes is really as involved in this mess as people are saying he is. Or is he being set up by the media? Drop your thoughts in the comment section below and be sure to stick around for this next video. Orlando Brown just dropped some seriously sickening footage showing rituals that Hollywood higher-ups allegedly force young actors to participate in.
So you got Panda is a secret code for a certain thing. And so when it comes down to that certain thing, is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum. And if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal. You can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down. So pretty much when you see black eyes like Blueface and, you know, like that, he got beat up, but he didn't get beat up where you thought he got beat up. He got beat up somewhere else, okay? And so the eyes come out, and they call them panda eyes. And they do this so you see people with these cigars, and they're you know, all these big celebrities, they all have the cigar in common. That's that big thing between their legs that they're sticking in. And it's one big society.
Tim, I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshkash gooshmash. You gave me the ooshkash muaf, the shmooshmash. Hey, son. I mean,
casting couch that existed in Hollywood is the part of both myth and concrete reality. Any place there's a boss with underlings in any corporation or any industry, you have a type of sexual politics that goes on that can slide in between appropriate ethics and decorum to inappropriate behavior to the point of harassment and sexual predators.
It is absolutely sick. First time it really hit me was at Seth's. Seth turned to me and opened up this secret bookshelf, and he's like, "This is where we keep the children." And I was like, I tried to just put it out of my mind, but then about a month later, he basically admitted that he's a pedophile.
Did I lie about Seth Green? No, Seth Green's a pedophile.
Steven Spielberg is a pedophile. Oh, I'm not going to talk about Tom Hanks either, who is also a pedophile. Tom Hanks, folks, is a pedophile. There's this girl, Sarah Ruth Ashcraft, on Twitter, who has been accusing Tom Hanks of raping her when she was 13. Tom fucking Hanks, guys. Pedophile.
in this industry, what you must understand is when you do sell your soul, you are allowed to live forever. And these people that are called youngins, rookies, new booties, I would no idea that these people still live. They will prey, haunt, kidnap, anything to stay on top. This is their world. They have nothing but time is what they...
There are gay people, but what we're talking about here is ritualistic sexual deviancy used to harness energy of a G. This is what Kim found out. She found out exactly what.
So you probably remember Orlando Brown from his role in That's So Raven. He had such a promising future ahead of him, but then something happened and Orlando hasn't been the same since.
Guns of pumps.
You see, Jay, you got a cool little homie here.
And when you left, Nelson brought the gun to me and told me to take it to the police station and turn it in. What? You're gonna shoot me?
I don't know what I was gonna do, but I ain't gonna let you punk me like you punch little flunkies. Oh. Guns of pumps.
You see, Jay, you got a cool little homie here.
And when you left, Nelson brought the gun to me and told me to take it to the police station and turn it in. What? You're gonna shoot me?
I don't know what I was gonna do, but I ain't gonna let you punk me like you punch little flunkies. Guns are for punks.
Orlando has had his fair share of struggles with mental health and substance use over the years, and it all reportedly stems from his traumatic experiences as a young Disney star. These days, people often brush off everything Orlando says as crazy talk. However, with the recent allegations about Diddy and other rumored Hollywood deviants coming to light, fans are beginning to see Orlando's behavior and his comments about the entertainment industry in a whole different light.
And it's one big society of it. Now, when it comes down to the selling of there's shipping and trafficking and people, adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials. And you're looking at the people that are missing and they're smiling like they're happy, but they're going back to hell. And that's really what it is. You know, these are actually adults. Jeffrey Epstein created this saga, and this is what he is great at doing. He's great at kidnapping someone, turning them into putting them in a dead celebrity's body, and screwing the life out of them after he makes a ton of money off of their ass on his private little beach. So you have a private little beach full of celebrities and bodies getting screwed, and nobody cares because they're...
To give you some background, Orlando made his entry into acting at a very young age, debuting alongside Damon Wayans in Major Pain. By the early 2000s, he was one of the most familiar faces on Disney, juggling 3 Disney shows at once: The Proud Family, Fillmore, and the iconic That's So Raven. That's So Raven was an instant hit and made history as the first Disney series to reach the coveted 100-episode mark. However, when the cast started growing up, Disney decided to call it quits in November 2007, and that was a turning point for Orlando. It was like the moment he stepped away from the Disney spotlight, everything went downhill.
Show me your hands! What's your name?
Sir, what's the problem?
What's your name? What is your name?
What is all of this?
State your name. State your name.
Sir, what is this?
State your name. I won't tell you until you tell me your name.
Sir, what is this?
Okay, fine. You won't tell me your name. Everyone knows you. You got a warrant for your arrest.
Can I put on my pants, sir? What is this?
My goddamn door.
What is this? You talk to me, man. This is not cool. I just talked to the police. I just talked to the police.
You talked to the police?
I talked to the police people.
Well, obviously the police didn't talk to you, right? Out of LA County. Okay? You got a possession, you have a PC 148, PC 243, and you have a HS 11377A PC. Bro! At the end of the day, you have some warrants. Are you listening to me?
Yes, sir.
So at the end of the day, you have these warrants you're picked up. This is why you're going back to LA County. Okay, thank you. Okay.
In my underwear, bro.
What's your name?
Sir.
You tell me now, or we're gonna go ahead and Phil. Here's the deal.
This is disrespectful.
You left. Listen to me, you left California. It's a felony when you flee.
I didn't flee.
What are you doing here then, brother? You got a warrant for your arrest. You're fucking.
Look, my right over there. I called the.
Look at this circus clown. Go ahead. Work for them on the corner.
Sock me out. Sock this.
Look at this dirty ass feet.
Yep. Sock
bum ass nigga. Try to get this nigga some love. He wants you. Yep. Now I know why he ain't got no family. Get the away from here, nigga.
Oh, God!
You better get away from my house where you get knocked the fuck out.
Knocked out for calling God. Bro, I'm chilling, bro.
Get away from my house, yo.
I'm away from your house. Hit me. I'm away. I'm off your property.
Come back over and I'm gonna knock you the
I'm off your property.
You wait over here for the post.
I'm off your property.
Don't come back to my season.
I'm 4 years sober for a reason. I just now got out of rehab. I just now got out of ER. I'm not doing no more time away from my kids other than I need to.
How long has it been since you've seen these kids?
Bro, honestly, I just see my kids everywhere. But at the end of the day, like I said, I barely see them. I don't know them. They don't know me. Bitch ass. Enjoy your night. I'm sorry for fucking up. My name is Orlando Brown. I am second for son. Everybody. Don't break.
Some of the good breakfast for you.
So, there's a guy named Damone, right? You know, Damone called him to be exact. And see, this guy is very great at, you know, managing people's careers and things they want to do, making dreams come true. So what I want to do right now is I want to give you guys not only, yes, Jackson, baby, and it's more like, there's no competing.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Now, notice that there is a lot of love. Swiss Money Boo. Y'all ain't got no code 45. Swiss Money Boo.
I go with the old English. Virginia King is the shit. Y'all ain't got no
So what happened to Orlando? How did he go from a promising, talented young actor full of life to this? Well, here's where things take a darker turn. Over the past few years, Orlando has appeared in a series of viral interviews and made some shocking allegations about rumored Hollywood rituals and the presence of high-profile deviants in the entertainment industry.
Like, there's a lot of things that will make you buckle, bro. They make you buckle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they make you start crying. Like, you know what I'm saying? What people do. Like, it's not no glory to be talking about. It's really, it's really Hollywood. It's really up out there. It's really up bad. Like, he just, like, I was just listening to that man's album. His stars on the floor and just sitting right here. Like, you, unless you're not intoxicated, unless you're just, you know, you have to be really in tune with life and just notice bone structure, skin, eye color, everything. You have to be in tune and you'll be able to see it. It'll manifest itself right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? But just for me to be sitting here and being like, nah, because, man, people done lost their families, bro. People done lost their kids and shit. People, a lot of stuff.
Oh, you ever heard of Panda? Like I was telling you, Panda. So you got Panda is a secret code for a certain thing. And so when it comes down to that certain thing, it's so what it is you basically have a certain nerve in your rectum. And if you touch that nerve, you can turn a person into an animal. You can turn a person into whatever you want them to be if you just hold them down. So pretty much when you see black eyes like Blueface and, you know, shit like that, he got beat up, but he didn't get beat up where you thought he got beat up. He got beat up somewhere else, okay? And so the eyes come out and they call them panda eyes. And they do this so you see people with these cigars and they're you know, all these big celebrities, they all have the cigar in common. That's that big ass thing between their legs that they're sticking in. And it's one big society of it. Now, when it comes down to the selling of there's shipping and trafficking and people, adults, the moms, the dads, right there on Target commercials, right there on Walmart commercials. And you're looking at the people that are missing and they're smiling like they're happy, but they're going back to hell. And that's really what it is. You know, these are actually adults. Jeffrey Epstein created this saga, and this is what he is great at doing. He's great at kidnapping someone, turning them into putting them in a dead celebrity's body and screwing the life out of them after he makes a ton of money off of their ass on his private little beach. So you have a private little beach full of celebrities and bodies getting screwed, and nobody cares because they're supposed to be dead. And this has been a major market that he tried to blame on Oprah Winfrey. So, yeah, that's what I feel about that. And this panda eye thing is, the panda, all that stuff is so real. You want to go get fucked by Shaba until your eyes pop out, go ahead. I mean, that's up to you. But, I just think that, people just need to realize what they're looking at when they're watching the television. Everything is right in front of you. The revolution was televised, and don't nobody.
We could do whatever we wanted to do. We just had to be respectful, and that's with everything, with the media training, with people that you don't know that run up on you, with cars that you walk up to because their kids in the car. People shoot people with their kids in the car, and I'm talking about shooting celebrities. Like, could you, you just gotta be careful and be respectful. You can do whatever you want. So when you sign to the mouse, man, and then once you sign to the mouse, it's a forever thing,
yeah, if I said today,
it's
nurseries and.
Well, no, because I've been bad. So
but they would hit you up if you want.
Oh yeah, well that was I've been doing a lot good now, so you never know what might happen. But I wasn't in the right mind back then to even possibly be thought of to be on the show or be around Ray or be around myself.
Well, a lot of child stars grow up to be kind of messed up. They have a lot of problems sometimes, man. Alcohol, drugs, depression. How hard is it for a person growing up in the spotlight and then they get to be an adult? You know what I'm saying? Like, how hard is that life right there?
Well, the thing about it is, it's not even about the life. See, we have all gone through what we don't know. What we don't know is we've all gone through this experiment, and it's kind of trippy, right? So they have your parents, okay? You get a baby by your parents, and then the parents, right, that you don't know is your parents, they disappear. When they disappear, you're supposed to go ape shit crazy. It's called MK Ultra. This is what we've all been going through, and we are all just waking up from. So, can't blame the parents because it's a science experiment. They're just trying to do what they had to do to get out of poverty to make sure your little ass is straight. But at the same time, now they don't look like themselves anymore. Now they're free to do whatever the fuck they want, and they have to see this out, right? Yeah, that's what this is, and it's more like, if you don't know where your is, you're smoking this. If you don't know what's happened with your wife and where she is, you're doing that. You're doing this. If you don't know how to identify these demons, the eye colors and all this shit, if you don't know Leviathan, Belphegor, if you don't know Satan, if you don't know Lucifer, if you don't know what you're talking about and how they're coming, if you don't know how to identify it, then you start smoking all kinds of shit and drinking and getting off because you can't see it.
Now, before you dismiss Orlando, keep in mind that he's not the first one to talk about all this. As you might remember, Corey Feldman tried to warn us about the same thing.
I'm saying that there are people that were the people that did this to both me and Corey that are still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
And they are.
And they do not want me saying what I'm saying right now.
Are you saying that they're pedophiles?
Yes.
And that they're still in this business?
I never once said that they're all famous VPs, they're all executives.
I understand.
It's not like that.
Doesn't have to be.
Lower level guys.
Do they have access to children?
Yes.
Corey.
And these are lower level guys. Now, one of them I've already named. The one that I know that has access to children right now, I already named. It's in my book, and they didn't make me change it because he had already been arrested for pedophilia. So I've mentioned that name. It's out there. The name is Marty. This guy on his MySpace page and his Facebook page has got pictures of me and Corey Haim. You're kidding.
No, he still taunts it.
There are thousands of people out there, Matt, who have this information. Any one of those child actors that went to the teenage soda pop clubs with me when I was a kid know who those people are and the people who ran it. Anybody can go back through history and look at the teen magazines and say, what was the name of that venue they were all promoting and who ran that venue? And
Corey then took it a step further, claiming there's a massive cover-up operation happening in Hollywood. He even pointed fingers at the police, suggesting they protect these shady characters in the industry. Back in 2018, Corey dropped a bombshell, claiming the LAPD was trying to frame him for a crime he had absolutely no involvement in, allegedly in an attempt to silence his efforts to expose the powerful figures lurking in the entertainment world. And here's where it gets even more intense. Just before Corey's arrest, he was reportedly on the brink of releasing police tapes from way back in 1993. These tapes supposedly contain the names of several high-profile members who are part of this rumored elite Hollywood group, and if these recordings do exist, then the timing of Corey's arrest is suspicious, to say the least. But you see, by the time Corey started revealing all this, the media had already portrayed him so negatively that most people brushed off his claims, labeling him as crazy and accusing him of seeking attention.
Honey, when I tell you, it is so much information going on. I gotta hear from you all. What are your thoughts about this? When I tell you everything is being revealed in 2024 and 2025, honey, they will be punished. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe here at The Messy Sweet Spot, and I'll see you guys on another video. Bye.